Hello, my dear students. So today we are going to discuss about the very important chapter of chemistry, that is acid, base, and salt. This chapter is very important to understand the chemistry because many acid, base, and salts are involved in several chemical reactions. So if we do not understand the acid, base, and salt, the concepts of acid, base, and salt, it will be very difficult for us to understand the reactions that are involved in the chemistry. So let us try to make the chemistry easy. Let us try to make the chemistry fun by understanding the concepts of acid, base, and salt. So what is acid? Here, whenever we talk about the acid, then we have to start with the word acidus. This acidus is a Latin word from which acid is derived. This acidus means sour taste. Acidus is a Latin word from which the word acid is derived, and the meaning of this acidus is what? Sour taste. There are many things in our surrounding which are sour in taste, like lemon is sour in taste, curd is sour in taste, then unripe orange, they are also sour in taste, and many other things are there which are sour in taste. So why those things are sour in taste? Because they contain acids. You know, lemon contains citric acid. Similarly, curd contains lactic acid. Then vinegar, which is sour, contain acetic acid. You know one thing? The first known acid for human being is acetic acid, which is obtained from vinegar. So acid means what? Any chemical substance which is sour in taste. But what is the definition of acid? How do we define acid? So let us try to define the acids. The chemical substances that are capable to produce H plus ions when dissolved in water. If any chemical substance is capable to produce this H plus ion, which is also known as proton, then that chemical substance is called acid. You know, whenever the acids are dissolved in water, then what happens? The acid get dissociated, and after the dissociation, one of the part after dissociation of acid is H plus ion. All chemicals do not produce H plus ion when dissolved in water, but those chemicals which are acids, they produce H plus ions when dissolved in water. For example, we have some acids here. You know, this is hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid. The molecular formula is HCl. When this HCl get dissolved in water, then it get dissociated and it forms or it gives H plus ions in water. Similarly, we have another acid, that is sulfuric acid. This sulfuric acid, its molecular formula is H2SO4. It also gets dissociated in water and gives H plus ion. Similarly, we have another example, nitric acid. Nitric acid, the molecular formula of nitric acid is HNO3. This HNO3 also, when dissolved in water, then it produces H plus ion. Like if we talk about the dissociation of this HCl, then mainly it produces H plus ion and Cl minus ion, whereas sulfuric acid when dissociated then it produces H plus ion and SO4 minus minus ion, or it may produce H plus ion and HSO4 minus ion. Either sulfate or bisulfate ion it produces. Similarly, nitric acid when get dissociated, then it produces H plus ion and nitrate ion, NO3 minus. All this happens only when they get dissolved in water. So we see here one thing is common in acid, that is H plus ion. If any chemical is capable to produce H plus ion, then it must be acid. Now we have one question related to this acid. Why these acids are sour in taste? Why the acids are sour in taste? You know, most of the acid, all the acids produce H plus ions when dissolved in water. These H plus ions, when come in contact to our tongue, then it activate our taste bud that is responsible to detect sour taste. That is why acids are sour in taste. So if you like more videos of similar kind, then please subscribe the channel, like and comment for the next video for which topic you want this kind of video from me. Thank you very much.